Hey everyone, it's Luke and Garrett with Bring Home Denver, your local real estate experts. Here we are post-summer as we start heading into fall. The weather's changing, it's still beautiful out, but it's changing. We wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit about what we've seen, debunk a common myth, and just inform like we typically try to do. So what have you been seeing lately?
Rates are holding steady. We're in the mid sevens. We've been in the sevens for a while. Doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon. Would you agree?
Yeah, it seems like what we've heard a lot this year is get used to the new normal in this 5, 6, 7% range. Like that is where it's healthy.
And people are getting used to it.
Oh yeah, it seems like it. And how are we telling that?
And we had 2 offers over the weekend that went for quite a bit over asking. We just had a listing at $1 million that sold for $60K over in the first day. People are back out and they're buying houses and they're paying over asking. It's a limited demand or limited supply, right?
Yeah, it continues to be pretty limited. It's fluctuated a bit, but a lot of people are sitting on the sidelines. And why is that?
I think there's a common myth that isn't correct that when interest rates go down, it's going to be easier and cheaper to get into houses. And so people are waiting until interest rates go down so that they can have more buying power. And tell us what happened in COVID when interest rates went down.
We probably all remember that, but within what felt like weeks, months at the most, value skyrocketed. Competition is of course fierce. So for a lot of people that are thinking about waiting till they get back to the 5.5 number is what we've heard is going to be the new sweet spot. What's going to happen if rates hit 5.5% in March?
Well, let's say you're a buyer and all of a sudden you got an extra $100,000 of buying power. Most people at that point don't go shopping for a $100,000 or more house. They find the house that they already really wanted and they pay whatever it takes to get it. And so within 30 days, all of the housing inventory absorbed that $100,000. And so prices went up by $100,000 across the board within a month.
Yeah, it happened pretty quickly.
And so instead of being able to refinance into a lower rate in a year or two, you're stuck with that higher price and your payment remains the same. And so it's actually a net negative for you by waiting for rates to come down because of the added competition and the increased prices.
Yeah, and we all know, because we've been used to it for a while, what the competition means. I mean, you lose a lot of leverage and so forth, and it's really not the best environment for anybody.
Right. And it might feel a little bit better mentally to buy a house at 5.5% interest rate. But when you look at what it does to prices and how quickly it affects the prices, I would much rather buy at 7% at $100,000 less and then refinance into a 5.5% rate.
Right.
So that's our advice right now. We think that if you're sitting on the sidelines, it could be a really good time to start shopping. And I think that message is getting out there enough that people are getting back in the market and we're seeing multiple offers again.
For sure. And if you're selling, as always, anything appropriately priced, staged, marketed, etc., we're seeing multiple offers and prices that bid up. So
yeah,
it's solid.
Any questions? We're always here to chat. We want to be your local experts. And so please reach out.
Yeah, thanks for your time.